Confident. Sophisticated. Effortlessly stylish. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Day of the year so far, and with Northern Ireland and Scotland already on school holidays, we're looking at the extra hassle they'll be flying off to the sun now that new security measures have taken effect at British airports. Have you heard about Thinspiration? It's the new craze celebrating the urge to be unhealthily skinny and posting pictures of yourself to prove it. And the bin police may be coming down your way if you haven't been separating your glass bottles from your grass cuttings. Tut tut. Recycling is about to get hardcore, or else. And joining me today, Ruth Langsford, are Coleen Nolan, Jane Moore and Mylene Klass. Now, one woman scorned might make any man tremble, but make that two women scorned, and there's definitely going to be big trouble. Now, you may have seen this in the paper. This is Nicola Morland and Angela Illingworth, and they found out that they were allegedly being two-timed by that man there. That is Mr. Steve Fraser. So they decided to let him know he was dumped, and this is how they did it. They hung a massive banner, look, over the A1 there in Gateshead. Said, "Steve Fraser, you're dumped from both of your girlfriends." That told him. It was taken down straight away, I have to say. It was there for about an hour. I was amazed how they actually get those things up there. We did try to speak to Steve Fraser, but he didn't want to talk to us today. But his lovely mum has come out in his defence, and she says, for goodness sake, he's not a mass murderer. It was just a stupid joke. He's not a bad lad. He just doesn't want to say anything at the moment. He doesn't want to take this any further. So he didn't want to speak. We had to give him the chance. I have to say, it did make me smile this morning, as cruel as that is. Is it the correct way to dump somebody, do you think?
Well, if it was just one girl, I would say no. If it was one girl that had been dumped and hung the banner, I'd say, oh, you just look a bit bitter and, but you'd read it and think, oh, no wonder he dumped her. She's, she goes to that extreme. But when it's two, because it was two, I found it hysterical and a bit girl power. Yeah. Like, OK, he's hurt us both, so let's us come together and hurt him back. And I kind of did laugh out loud.
I did. I laughed.
I did. And they'd gone to so much trouble. Oh, it wasn't just a handwritten thing on a sheet.
No.
I mean, it was a proper banner with pictures and everything on.
Yeah, no, it happened. Something quite similar happened to an old friend of mine years and years ago, where she discovered that her then boyfriend had another woman on the go, and like those two, actually, they looked very, very similar.
They do, don't they?
They came about each other by chance, and then they discovered he'd brought all the same presents for them and all of that. And anyway, so they one of them said, "Oh, I'll meet you in a wine bar tonight," and they both sat there wearing the same dress that he'd bought there, and told him to his face, "You are so over." But for me, the greatest revenge is to just date somebody better looking.
Amen.
And just be happy.
And younger.
And turn up, and
nicer.
Move on.
I don't get it. I mean, it's hard enough to date one person. Like, why wouldn't you put yourself through that aggro? But you're talking about your story about the same dresses. I know somebody where two girls showed up and they had the same tattoo that he got for them because it had this meaning, the North Star always returns to that, always takes you home. But they both had it. Wrong with people. But you know what? They obviously suffered an utter humiliation, and it was completely needless, and he didn't need to do it. So,
the best form of revenge actually is to just get happy and let him see you happy. Even if the first few times you're in his, eye line, you're faking it and going, I'm so happy.
But the thing is, sometimes you get the red rage, don't you?
He was living with one of them, so it was actually quite serious, yeah.
Oh,
you do get
well, there you are. But he didn't want to speak to us, Mr. Steve Fraser, today.
Oh,
shame.
We'd have been
now
so
then,
kind.
moving on to, you might have seen this about tighter security measures coming up. If you're one of the many people planning to travel abroad in the weeks to come, I know they've broken up already in Scotland, Northern Ireland, you might want to give a thought to new airport security measures. Now, these are being put in place to combat what they are calling credible terrorist threats to the United States. Now, the security will only be stepped up for direct flights to America, but it is thought that the extra checks and so on could affect other travellers. I have to say, very selfishly, when I heard this on the news this morning, morning, and I'm going on holiday quite soon, I immediately went, oh no, more queues at the airport. Instead of actually thinking, that's good, you know, they're checking to keep us safe. I did that completely selfish thing. Like, oh God, how long are those security queues going to be now?
But I just think if the intelligence services are saying we need extra security, bring it on, because you know they're not going to say that just for any. But it holds no fear for me at all. I'm very organised. I don't have liquids in my hand luggage. I know what size my cabin luggage is. I don't wear a belt. I wear shoes that slip on. However, I am married to a man.
I can feel a Gary story coming on here.
Every time we go, me and the kids now, you know when you get to that bit where you're queuing up for the security scanners, the kids they go off to the right and they push him off to the left, because every time there is a scene, he kicks off, he's got a belt, which whatever, then he's got too much liquid in his, you know, he's got toothpaste, and they go, this is 200 mils, and he goes, yeah, but it's only half full. And they go, that's not the point. So then all the sun creams have to come out and get put in the bin behind, and he kicks off. And I'm just like, why don't you just do... They're not going to change the rules for you.
Every time, like it's taken him by surprise.
Every
so he never prepares.
Never prepares, and he always thinks that he's going to be the exception.
Right.
You're not going to be the exception. Rules are rules. Get over it. Move through the blooming scanners.
With that in mind, I always feel sorry for the families. As long as they make it easier for, especially if you've got young kids and the buggy and they want to go and touch everything and pull everything out of the trays, I think that they should have certain separate queues for mummies with the buggies. Because
well, I think they should for
it slows
people
everything
who haven't
down
got
anyway.
kids as
yeah,
well.
no, it's just... separate queues.
I've been the mummy with the buggy, so I know what you mean. But now my kids are grown up. Now I'm behind the mummy in the buggy, going, "Oh, learn to put your buggy down."
But do you think, getting back to the security measures, I mean, they're saying that the terrorism threat here at the moment is called substantial, and that's in the middle. There's a 5 threat level, and we're in the middle. So this means that attack is a strong possibility all the time. And I think we've almost forgotten that, haven't we? I mean, after 9/11, security was so tight, and we were all very, very aware of it, and nobody was really complaining, you know, after that. But it seems to have tailed off, that we've kind of forgotten what all these security measures are about, and why they put you through scanners and look at your luggage and make you take things out of your bag.
I think we have forgotten, but I get more worried sometimes when I don't think they've checked it properly. Even though I know there's nothing there, I hate when they go or they're chatting, and I think, I could have had anything in that. You haven't even... I want to send it back through. I do. Yeah. I want to say, I bleeped. Why are you not taking me into some room and interrogating me? But that's just me, and normally if you could look into it...
It's not supposed to be fun,
when there's no common sense, you know, so when, for example, a baby has got a bottle of milk, and they're actually drinking the milk in front, and they go, no... I mean, I know they don't do that now, but they used to. It'd be like, no, this has got to... You're like, well, it's quite obviously not got any Semtex in it, you know.
But it's tricky because, annoying. You know, one country has one set of rules, another country has another. So you might have these stringent rules in the UK, but when you're flying back from holiday, you might be able to get through with your bottles of whatever.
I'm just going to tell you, I love this. On Tuesday at Zimbabwe Airport, a pilot was going through the metal detector and it beeped. He was the captain. He walked through, it beeped, so he was asked to remove his shoes. He tried again, it beeped again, took off his belt, it went off again. He then he just got frisked, and he got so frustrated, he just stripped down to his pants and just said, look, right, there you go. And then he was arrested for indecent exposure. True story. I'd love to know what you think. If you've got any airport stories, are you worried about this? Does the airport security drive you mad, or don't you mind if it's keeping you safe? Do get in touch via the usual means. All the details there on your screen. Have a good look at our Facebook page. There it is this morning. Leave your comment there. Or you could tweet us, of course, on our Twitter page too. And we're opening our phone lines today. Want to hear about your nightmare airport stories? Give us a call, 0330 123 3101. Standard call charges apply. Please check with your operator. The lines do close at 1 p.m. today. Don't try and call if you're watching on +1 or demand, because we won't be here. We'll all be at home. A competition for you now. Take a moment to think what you could do with an extra £30,000 in your bank account.
This series alone, we've given away over £480,000 in cash, 5 cars and 4 holidays on Loose Women. This week, there's another chance for you to grab our huge cash prize. Yes, you could be banking £30,000 in tax-free cash and join our winners club just like this lucky lot.
My name is John Hobbins, and I've been lucky enough to win a holiday home and cash on a Loose Women competition. If I can win it, you can win it.
For your chance to win the £30,000 to spend however you like, you don't even need to answer a question. All you have to do is text WIN to 80135. Text costs £1.50 plus one standard network rate message. Call 09041 619 009. Calls cost no more than £1.54 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher and from mobiles will be considerably more. Or you can enter by post. Just send your name and telephone number to Loose Women 25, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Entries made after lines close at 5 p.m. on Sunday the 6th of July will not be counted, but may still be charged. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Great competition. Still ahead, the queues are going to get longer at airport security, the latest terror threat, but what else makes travelling an ordeal for you? Also, the controversial trend called thinspiration. Model Millie McIntosh posted this selfie looking rather painfully thin, some of us thought. What is the point of these half-naked pictures that they post? Back after this.
Loose Women. Looking stylish. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Isn't Paris fabulous? Oh, I've always wanted to come here. Apparently it's...
Fabulous, no? I take a pinch of fab, add a sprinkling of you, and blend in a drop of loose. Fabulous. My new fragrances are...
fabulous. That's...
Fabulous?
Say that again, Monsieur Comfy.
No.
New Comfort Creations. Fabulous fragrances blended by perfume experts.
Isn't it amazing how one little taste can take you back somewhere special? But your dreams needn't end there. Because with this fine Chianti at just $9.99 and this delicious Limoncino di Sorrento at just $7.99, you can enjoy La Dolce Vita this week at Lidl. Available in-store now.
Dance Party 2014 is here. Let it go, let it go. 23 massive hits, 6 number ones, plus a fantastic bonus DVD. Learn to dance with Dance Party 2014. Out now.
Demand more from your broadband with Sky Broadband Unlimited for just £3.75 a month for 12 months if you're a Sky TV customer. There are absolutely no usage limits. And you'll also find that Sky Broadband offers unbeatable overall customer service. Plus, switching is easy with our dedicated switch squad. So join Sky Broadband and get Sky Broadband Unlimited for £3.75 a month for 12 months. Call 08442 414 440 or go to sky.com/unlimitedbb. Sky. Believe in better.
The Mirror, proud to be a tabloid. But we don't let the obvious take the lead. We're not afraid to look at the news from a different angle. Knowing a whole new perspective can change what you thought was there. See what we mean? The Mirror made you think.
You buy one, you get one free. I said, you buy one, you get one free. Get your free quote today at safestyle.co.uk. Or call
0800 106 107 now.
Top banana.
What do you hate most about vacuuming? Whatever it is, I designed the powerful G-Tech Air Ram to make it disappear. The cord that holds you back, gone. The weight of big heavy uprights, halved. The dust cloud when you empty, history. But what hasn't disappeared is the performance. The G-Tech Air Ram matches the cleaning performance of leading uprights on carpets and hard floors. Makes quick work of embedded pet hair and gives you up to 40 minutes cleaning from a single charge. Enough to clean your home twice. Gliding from room to room, carpet to hard floor. There's no stopping, unplugging or changing the settings. And if you're wondering where the dirt goes, it's all compressed into these tidy bales. Order your G-Tech Air Ram today for £30 off and free delivery. Call 0800 093 0359 now or visit lovevacuuming.com.
From Yorkshire to Paris, follow the Tour de France with ITV in the race for the yellow jersey. Live coverage starts Saturday morning at 10:30 on ITV or watch on ITV Player, online or on the app.
Loose Women. Effortlessly stylish. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Hello, welcome back to Loose Women. Now, we were talking about airport security before the break, and we've got Jill in the audience. Where are you, Jill? You had a bit of an incident, didn't you, at Orlando Airport?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it was a Gary moment. I was flying back from Orlando not long after 9/11, to be fair, and they were being really, really strict. They had no sense of humour whatsoever. And I went through the security barrier and set it off. So I came back again, did it again, and I must have done it about 8 times. First of all, took the watch off, took the necklace off, and, you know, there's nothing left. And I knew what it was, because I'm a rather large lady, and I have the underwire bra on.
Oh, yes.
And I
that one.
suggested maybe that's what it would be, and they said no, it won't, send it off. Anyway, eventually they sent off for a female police officer, and she said, I'm going to have to pat you down, love. And she was really firm and, you know, doing all of this. And anyway, and then eventually she said, yes, I think that's what it is. But I was worried that they were going to make me take my bra off and walk through like that.
So is the moral of that story, don't wear an underwire bra when you're going
let
through?
it all hang loose.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you for all your comments at home as well. Sue on Facebook said, I'm flying for the first time in September to America. The more security checks, the better, as far as I'm concerned. And Katie on Facebook, I've just got back from a trip to Orlando, and the experience at the airport going both ways was completely stress-free with very short queues. That might not be the case now, though, that they've increased.
Depends on the time of day that you land, quite often.
Yes, it does. Lucky you. But anyway, keep those coming. Thank you very much. And actually, not just the security, you know, we were talking about the queues to going through the scanners and things, but do you enjoy the whole airport experience? You know, is that part of the start of your holiday? Get there, you know, have a little drink.
You obviously
I do. Buy a new lip gloss, go into the sunglasses shop, try them all on, do all that, get all my magazines.
No, hey,
just
no.
you.
Just me.
I agree with you.
I love all that.
I love it. Like, we get there, the kids have something to eat, we mooch around. Like you said, go and try on the sunglasses.
Yeah.
That's where the holiday starts for me.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
I can't bear it.
Can't you?
No. Because I've just spent a month getting the holiday together, all the clothes and the sunglasses and the sun cream, and then you get in there and there's 3 hours of shopping to be done again, and you've got kids going, can I have this? And you're like, no, I've just paid for a holiday. You're not having a bear that you're never going to play with. And now
Yeah, all
he's
those
25.
plastic
What
planes.
does he need a bear for? Anyway.
I'm never going on holiday with you.
Well,
no
that's
fun.
You know what? You hear that all the time. You know, that saying, it's the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
Did I get that right? It's the journey, not the destination. But you can spend all your time just trying to get there and stress yourself out. But often, you try and entertain the kids, and they're so perfectly happy just watching the luggage go around the conveyor belt. Sometimes you forget.
Especially if you sit them on it.
What we do is we move from the argument at the conveyor, but at the security thing, to the argument at the newsagents, when you've then got a queue for half an hour to get a newspaper.
You should send Gary on holiday. Gary should go on holiday with Eamon. They'd get on very well, and we'll go shopping. Not Coleen. We'll leave her at home. Now then, it is not just airports that's getting people a bit hot under the collar today. Did you see this? This is a picture of a very slim Millie McIntosh that she posted on Twitter, and this has angered some eating disorder charities after her husband, actually, Professor Green, the musician, he tweeted, Millie McIntosh is my thin-spiration, and then she tweeted fit-spiration in reply. But it hasn't stopped critics accusing her of acting irresponsibly when it comes to promoting body image. And actually, we've got Millie on the line this morning. Are you there?
Hi, yes.
Hi, Millie. Thank you very much for talking to us. Are you surprised at the reaction that there's been to this picture you put on there?
I am surprised that it's been taken so out of context, because I think I look healthy in the picture. I know that I look slim, but I think you can see that I've got some muscle definition. I was on a photo shoot doing a swimwear shoot, and I was feeling really proud of my body because I've been working out really hard to feel really good on the day. And I don't promote, unhealthy dieting or anything. I'm really into the gym and a healthy lifestyle, and I'm always promoting that on my Twitter and Instagram.
I think it seems that it was the fact you actually posted the picture with nothing on it, no kind of comment, but it was your husband.
I would never, hashtag thin inspiration.
No,
That's not
but-
a word I would use.
No, but then your
That-
husband
as I
did.
said,
If this is right, if what I'm reading is right, it was your husband, Professor Green, that then tweeted #Thinspiration, and that's what seems to have got everybody's kind of backs up here.
No, but he was clearly, he was just clearly taking the mickey out of me for posting a picture of myself nearly naked. I'm obviously not his inspiration.
See, Millie, can I just ask, because when you explain it, as you just have done, it kind of makes sense. You say you were on a photo shoot, you were in this bikini, you've been working very hard at keeping fit. But do you sort of understand that if you post a picture like that without that explanation that you've just given to us, it looks as though you're just saying, hey, you're looking for validation, you're looking for people to say, judge me on what I look like and don't I look great and please tell me that?
I mean, for me, it's more like I feel great. This is what I'm doing today. Like, I was really proud of the pictures from my shoot, and I think for me, it's like a positive message that I'm putting out there. Like, this is what I'm not trying to say everyone should work out. It's just me sharing the results of my workout routines and showing off like what I feel is.
But you didn't explain that, did you, when you posted the picture? That's what the point I'm trying to make. So some people would just look and just see a picture and not know the backstory to it.
I think if you generally follow my Instagram, and you'll see that I'm kind of constantly hashtagging like strong, not skinny, and posting loads of food pictures and.
Yeah, I know. So you posted a picture of your breakfast this morning, but there are kind of eating disorder charities who are saying, that word role model has reared its head again. They say, people must remember that they're in the public eye, therefore they are role models to younger people, and therefore they will start asking you, which I gather some of them have on Twitter, or you must give me your diet secrets, Millie.
But I don't post, this is a diet, do this. I just post lots of recipes, and I've just been on MasterChef, and I'm always cooking, and I work out, and I love eating, I love food, and I have a healthy, balanced lifestyle.
Okay, so Millie,
I'm not promoting anything unhealthy.
No, so if there are any girls, or they'll be at school, but some of the girls that have reacted to it by saying, I love how thin Millie is, and I want to be as thin as Millie, what would you like to say to them now?
I think that you've got to kind of, love your own body, and, if you find exercise and a healthy lifestyle makes you feel better about yourself, and it's definitely something to take on, but there's no point, like dieting and doing like crazy starvation diets, and that's just the wrong way to go about it. It's just about like loving yourself, looking after yourself, and like having a healthy outlook on life.
So would this make you, everything that's happened today and all this kind of outrage, will it make you think twice about posting a picture of yourself in a bikini or underwear again?
I mean, I think I'm going to, keep sharing my fitness and workout tips, that I'm still going to be, spreading the message that this isn't about being skinny, it's not about a diet, it's about, like, being strong and being healthy. And I'm actually going to put up a blog post today talking more depth about it as well on my blog.
So as far as you're concerned, you're fit and healthy, not skinny?
Yeah, I think if I was putting pictures up with my ribs sticking out and bones showing like I looked unhealthily thin, I would say, of course, that's unresponsible, but I think anyone that look at that picture would not say I'm like I'm anorexic, or that I look anorexic. So
okay, well, Millie, it's really good of you to talk to us today and put your side of the story. So thank you very much. Good to talk to you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much for having me on.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you. If you had comments, a lot of comments on that.
The thing that worries me is girls are very much, young girls, especially with all the social media, are very much into posting pictures of themselves. That's what worries me. And they're always pictures of them posing and waiting for comments to say, I'm talking about Kira and her friends. They all do it, and it's all like they're waiting for the comments to say, oh, you look great, or you look fit, and all of it. And I keep saying to them, girls, get over yourselves. Why are you doing that?
You have to reinforce the message from home. If you're looking to, I've said it a million times here, but if you keep looking towards celebrities as role models, I mean, like...
But they do. You can't get away from the fact that they do.
Role models, of course, but, I've posted bikini photos, and I feel like, you can't win either way. If somebody's seen eating a burger, she's not going to eat that. If she does eat it, why is she eating the burger? There comes a point where you have to just self-regulate what's going on in your own house.
I know, but can you stop doing it? Because it really depresses me.
I think you look lovely in your
I think you
bikini.
look lovely too.
Oh, now, talking about bikinis and the water and things, coming up just when you thought it was safe to get back in the water, look at this. Yes, that was shark. He was shouting, shark! Find out what happens next.
Loose women, looking stylish. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Garnier invents Ombre Soleil Dry Mist, our first advanced protection you don't feel on your skin. A filtration technology that absorbs more than 90% of UV rays. A long-lasting dry touch, non-greasy, no alcohol. Finally, from Garnier, advanced protection that you really don't feel on your skin. Ombre Soleil Dry Mist by Garnier.
Garnier. The Harvey's Blue Cross sale is designed to do more than just save you money. It can end wars. Hurry, early bird discounts in the Harvey's Blue Cross sale end Tuesday.
Life's all about numbers, especially at the minute. 6 bridesmaids' dresses, 3 cars, 150 guests. But Mum, this is the one.
Benson's for Beds 1 to 5 bed firmness rating and unique comfort station make it easy to find a bed that's right for you.
I love this. It's a number 3. Let's get it.
Right now at Benson's for Beds, selected beds are half price plus £100 off, and there's free credit on everything over £150. Hurry, don't miss it.
This is Jackie, Long Hot Summer. A brand new collection from Jackie Magazine's favourite stars. 63 classic pop hits. Creating the perfect soundtrack to your summer. Jackie, Long Hot Summer, the album, out now.
Oh dear, Cracker, what have you been up to?
Oh, I fell off the treadmill again.
It's a good job we're looked after by Animal Friends Pet Insurance.
They have a wide range of policies for dogs and cats.
With a 10% discount on 2 or more policies. And they won Pet Insurance Provider of the Year 2014.
And they're still donating money to animal charities.
For an instant quote, call us now or visit animalfriends.co.uk. Animal Friends.
The feel-good insurer. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Love 50 Plus summer sale with up to 60% off selected lines. Fashion in sizes 12 to 32. Effortless style for every occasion. 50plus.co.uk.
Had an accident? National Accident Helpline is online at underdog.co.uk. Simply connect, click and claim.
The Travel Supermarket Great Summer Sale is now on. 7 nights in Spain or 7 nights in Turkey. Spain or Turkey. Spain or Turkey. 2 holidays. Both scorchingly good deals. But which do you prefer? Which will you choose? Compare great holiday deals at the Travel Supermarket Great Summer Sale.
Get £10 off your shopping with Morrison's £10 bonus. Spend £40 or more each week in store for the next 2 weeks and get £10 off your third £40 shop. It's that easy with Morrison's £10 bonus. Hurry, start collecting coupons now.
There's no secret. You train a lot and you eat right, including lots of protein. Corn sausages are a healthy protein source because they're low in saturated fat. Practice protein. Practice protein. Practice protein. Make corn sausages part of your program.
I've got us a celebrity guest.
The Victoria Pendleton.
Yes.
She's number 2 on my laminate list.
Victoria!
To Home Farm and a great Tour de France tomorrow. Cheers.
The Tour de France comes to Emmerdale this week on ITV.
Loose women. Timelessly beautiful. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Hello, welcome back to Thursday's Loose Women. Thank you very much for all your comments. We were talking to Millie McIntosh on the line earlier. She posted the selfie of herself in her bikini and a lot of criticism because she was looking so slim, and her husband had tweeted... was it thinspiration is the word. Kia Nicole on Facebook. Hiya, Kia Nicole. She said, just because Millie's in the public eye shouldn't mean she's immediately a role model. She didn't ask to be one. She can say what she likes on Twitter. I don't see anything wrong with that. Vicky on Facebook, though, she said, if my children are looking to celebrities as role models, I'd feel that I was failing as a parent. But, Jane, I think they do look to celebrities, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you know, we do our best at home to try and reinforce self-esteem and whatever in our daughters, but it is quite difficult. That's why I have a problem when pictures are posted without comment or backstory, because then if it's just a picture, all you're doing is saying, judge me on how I look and not on what I have to say.
It's a generational thing, you know. First, nobody liked Elvis the pelvis. Then, for my generation, my dad used to be completely outraged at Madonna with her conical bras, and I used to love them. And now, you know, we've got social media, which is...
So you might have heard a chuckle there. This is our guest today, Richard Pearce. Say hello to Richard, everybody. I noticed... The reason Richard's here, because we're talking about sharks, but I noticed a little chuckle there when we said Elvis the pelvis.
That was conical bra, actually.
Was it? Did you do a bit of Elvis
I'm not sure what a conical bra is. I'm sure we haven't got time to.
We'll discuss later.
Yes, Mylan will tell you. Now, the reason Richard is here is that in some UK coastal areas there have been recorded sightings of sharks up to 23 feet in length. But do Jaws-phobic holidaymakers fearful of a fin breaking the surface on the water have anything to really worry about? So he's here to tell us more. Do we have anything to worry about? Because immediately people go, shark, do-do-do-do, it's out to eat you, it's out to get you, don't go in the water.
These will be basking sharks, so no, there is nothing to worry about. But it's interesting you should go, ooh, shark, because that's what everyone always does. You know, the poor old shark has got a really bad sort of image.
Have you seen the teeth?
Yeah.
I don't think Jaws, the movie, helped that, though, did they?
I think Jaws kind of inadvertently hit three very basic human fear buttons. The fear of being eaten alive, the fear of being out of your element, and the fear of sort of being on the surface of the water and not knowing what's coming up to grab you. And if you think about the movie, in the first 2 minutes, all three of those fear buttons were hit.
Yes.
And then no one left.
It's stuck in our minds, a lot of us, when that film first came out.
So are they just lovely, cuddly creatures that are terribly misunderstood?
They're not that cuddly, no. And you've got a photograph, maybe, that's going to be shown, so I'm certainly not going to say they're cuddly, of my foot. But I don't...
But they're not all out to eat you. Most of them are vegetarians, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, we go to game parks, and as soon as you go in the game park, there's a warning saying, don't get out of the car, in case a lion or something, a predator comes and you know, gives you a hard time. You go and swim on a beach where there are great white sharks, where there are tiger sharks, where there are bull sharks. You've effectively got out of the car. You know, you're in their territory. And it never seems to be the lion's fault. It's always the stupid human. But it's always the shark's fault. And I find that a bit unfair.
Well, we were showing, you might have seen before the break, we showed this clip. This has gone viral on YouTube.
Oh, the
so
Australian.
this is a guy in Australia that jumped into the water, and we'd said we'd let you know what happened. So let's finish that off.
Yeah.
People holding their breath and somebody squealed in the audience.
Do you think that was real?
Yeah, do you think
I have my suspicions.
Do you?
Oh, really?
Why?
I'm so gullible.
Well, you see the guy at the beginning and at the end. I didn't see a GoPro on his head at either time, so I'm not sure.
GoPro is the camera, is it?
Sorry, yeah. I'm not sure how it was shot. It could have been put together. I'm not saying it was, but I just have suspicions.
And even if it wasn't, the shark didn't actually look that interested in him, did it?
No. Sharks really aren't that interested in humans, most
Was
of the
that the
time.
kind of shark that would have eaten him?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know my sharks that closely, but would that shark have eaten him if he had been interested?
It might have given him a bit of a bite just to kind of explore. They haven't got hands. So the only thing they can see what's going on with is that, and there's 400 odd teeth.
But look, if someone gave you a little nip with this, Coleen, you'd know all about it.
Hey, I sit next to Janet. That's not far off.
Oh, you're going to be in so much trouble when she's back. But it is, however much you say, oh, they're just swimming around, they're not going to hurt you. You don't know that. We don't know that. You saw one, didn't you, when you were in Australia?
Yeah, I went snorkelling in the Barrier Reef at Easter in Australia, and we were snorkelling. I had my 10-year-old with me, and we were on an organised trip, but there was a shark just on the bottom of the ocean, just sitting there, and they said, oh, don't worry about that, that's a reef shark or a vegetarian shark. And I was thinking, I've only got your word for that. And I didn't look at another thing after that. And it is irrational, I know, because my daughter was having a ball and I just was constantly looking at this thing. If it moves, I'm out of here. And it does instill that irrational terror.
Yeah.
But explode some of the myths for us, because you do hear people say if you have a cut leg, it will bring a shark to bite it off. Do they sniff blood?
They've got an incredible sense of smell. They can. There's loads of figures, and I'm not sure which is the right one, but they can smell a part in a billion or something. That's concentration or something like that. So the often used example is a drop of human blood in a swimming pool, all spread out, and that's the concentration they can smell. So yes, I mean, blood is an attractant. If you were swimming around where they release fish, dead fish, that's an attractant. Yeah. Any fishing activity.
Have you ever been bitten?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, not in the water.
Oh.
The only time I was bitten, actually, I'd taken the shot.
My ex-girlfriend.
By a shark, and I'd caught him, and I was taking DNA samples and measuring him and everything else, and so I put him on a boat, took him out of the water, and his head wasn't being held properly, so he saw my foot. But in 20...
Oh, look at that!
Yowza, how many stitches are in there, Richard?
The thing is, I went swimming with sharks, and it's got to be one of the most exciting things I've ever done. They come really close to you.
God.
You're in a cage, and
This was in South Africa?
It was in South Africa. My dad used to be a diver, and he used to... there's my selfies, my shark selfie. And my dad used to dive with them all the time, but he used to do it with the South African Navy, and he said they used to go in without the cage, so I was a bit of a wuss. Yeah, but it's so exhilarating.
Yeah, it is. I'm so glad you said that. It's absolutely breathtaking. And I don't think anything gets you ready for the first time you see a great white shark underwater. It's just a fabulous...
Well, I kind of reacted like that guy.
Did you?
So exciting.
This is obviously...
This is a blue shark fin, and blue sharks are found in British waters. And that's the bit there, I don't know if the camera picks up, that yellow sort of bit, it's a net in the middle. And that's the bit that causes all the trouble. That's why humans are killing tens of millions of sharks every year to put that net bit inside the fin into bowls of soup.
So
and we need to get this into context. Less than 10 humans killed by sharks every year, maybe 60, 70 million sharks killed by humans every year. So that's the reality.
10 people a year, that's it.
Well, Richard, we could talk all day about sharks because it is fascinating. They're fascinating creatures. I just want to thank the Sea Life London Aquarium for that. Thank you very much. That's very, very sharp. Thank you very much. Richard Pearce, everybody. Thank you. Competition time for you again, where we're giving away £30,000.
We love all our winners on the show, and believe me, there are loads of them all over the UK who've won some fabulous prizes this series.
I won a Range Rover Evoque and £10,000 on loose swimming. I called my boyfriend Ben, he just answered the phone and he just went, wow, this does happen.
For your chance to join our Lucky Winners Club by winning this week's fabulous prize, £30,000 in tax-free cash, then all you have to do is text WIN to 80135. Text costs £1.50 plus one standard network rate message. Call 09041 619 009. Calls cost no more than £1.54 from BT Landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Or you can enter by post. Just send your name and telephone number to Loose Women 25, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Entries made after lines close at 5 p.m. on Sunday the 6th of July will not be counted, but may still be charged. Good luck.
Now, mobile phones have become the staple part of modern communication, but it seems that means one classic piece of equipment may become obsolete. Does that sound? Hello? Yes, how may I help you?
Still ringing, love. Why have you answered it?
Yeah, thanks, sound. Now, more mobile phones than people in the UK now, and there's apparently less demand for the landline phone, and there's concern that that means it could be phased out altogether. Would you miss it? Would you care if you didn't have a landline? Do you use your landline?
If you came to my house and asked where my landline, where the plug is, I genuinely wouldn't have a clue.
Really? Do you not even have a phone?
We don't even have a house phone. But it's a shame because I do remember the Bakelite phones that my mum and dad used to have, and it would take you ages to ring anybody. And if you misdialed, then you have to start all over again. But I think it would eradicate the problems of sitting on your phone, ringing the wrong person, sending a text to the wrong person.
Yes, phone pars.
All of that, all of those
phone
things.
par. We've all done those. But I still use my landline because I've got a terrible reception on my mobile at home. So actually I would... And a lot of people say, even if they've got a landline, they don't answer it if it rings. But curiosity would get the better of me. I have to always answer a ringing phone.
In fact, I came home the other day.
I've got to say that the other day there was me, Ray, Kira and Shane sitting in the lounge, and a friend of ours came around and the house phone rang, and not one of us looked up from what we were doing. And our friend went, "Can anyone hear a phone ringing, or is it just me?" Never answer it because it's always somebody trying to sell
you something.
Insurance. Oh.
Yeah. And I did that because I came home the other day and, you know, got a answering machine inside the... And we never answered the phone, and it was like, you have 67 messages, and 66 of them were, have you been missold, PPI? Oh, just, you know.
Do you remember getting my very first answer phone? And before that, I assumed that lots of people were calling me when I wasn't there and inviting me to things, you know. And then I went on holiday for 2 weeks, and I came back and rushed in to my new answer machine. It went, big fat zero, not one message, and I'd been away for 2 weeks.
Billy No Mates.
Billy No Mates, that was me. Anyway, leave me a message. Let us know what you think about everything we're doing today. And talking of phones, a new term has been coined, which is the phone par. That references if you break your phone, drop it down the loo, if you're drunk and dialing people or texting, or maybe the kids just getting hold of it. Are we victims of that? Have you done a bit of phone parring yourself?
My daughter's old school, not the current school. They sent an email to me, and they were still in the forefront of my mind. So I was telling a friend about the email that had been sent. They wanted jam jars at 11 o'clock at night or something, and I was like, "Where do working mums find this kind of thing?" with other language involved, and I sent it back to the school.
Oh,
I threw the phone. I just wanted to get it away from me.
And you know you can't retrieve it, don't you? You've done that thing and then gone, I've sent it to the wrong person. That's modern technology for you. Stick with your landline, see? Nice little trim phone, that's what you need. Now, coming up, if you're not disposing of this properly, this is your household rubbish. Look, if you don't throw this away properly, could be costing you a lot of wonga, because fines for not recycling are apparently on the cards. Is it fair? And one thing that definitely isn't a load of old rubbish, that's our amazing guest next week.
On Loose Women next week, we welcome this charming man, Nigel Havers. He's the comedian who goes that extra mile, Eddie Izzard. Pixie Lott is back in the limelight and hoping to top the charts again. And the shamazing, sizzling Nicole Scherzinger performs live. That's next week on Loose
Women. Looking stylish. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Singer, songwriter, and one of the greatest political activists of our time, Sir Bob Geldof has endured more than his fair share of personal tragedy. Now, in conversation with Lorraine Kelly, find out what the future holds and why he's going back on the road with the legendary Boomtown Rats. Tomorrow on Lorraine.
Trivago now compares even more hotels on more websites. That's why it's easier than ever to find your ideal hotel at the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Prosecco, giving your night a taste of Italy.
Summer keeps on getting better with up to half-price savings in the sale of the summer at DFS. And if you're quick, you can get the Coleen Lounger sofa at the sale launch price of just $579. Even better, there's 4 years interest-free credit. Extra sale launch savings for a limited time. DFS.
Farmers tried many ways to combine olive oil with rich, creamy butter until they discovered new Bertolli with butter, a delicious blend with butter and olive oil. So tasty, they fell in love with it. New Bertolli with butter, a delicious blend with butter and olive oil.
Love a get-together. Love 25% off any 6 bottles of wine and champagne. Right now at Morrison's.
there's a brilliant Sky TV bundle for everyone. Enjoy top US and UK shows from Sky Atlantic with the original bundle. Add box sets, kids shows and documentaries with a family bundle. Or take in hundreds of movies on demand with the movies bundle. And watch shows you've missed from up to the last 30 days with Catch Up TV. Choose a Sky TV bundle from £21.50 a month with fantastic channels, Sky Atlantic, Catch Up TV and a free Sky Plus HD box. Search Sky Bundles or call 08442 410 400. Sky. Believe in better.
Give your home a facelift with stunning new windows and doors. And wouldn't low-maintenance roof trim be a weight off your mind? Or make more room for visitors? Call 0800 500 600 Anglian Home Improvements.
Fashion World clothes are clever. On-trend styles designed with sewn-in secrets, tailoring tricks and clever illusions in sizes 12 to 32. Spread the cost with your own personal account. In a hurry, order by 8 p.m. and get next day delivery. There's 10% off your first order too. Call 0800 560 561 for the new catalogue or visit fashionworld.co.uk.
One hotel, one price? Nah, so many websites have a different price. But with Trivago, you find the best one. Hotel. Trivago.
Loose women, looking stylish. Sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Thank you. Welcome back to Loose Women. Now, we were talking about airport security a lot today and people's stories, and we've got Louise calling from France. Bonjour, Louise.
Oh. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Ça va, ça va.
Sorry, that's terrible. That's terrible, Louise. Anyway, tell us your story.
Well, many years ago, I was being taken to Hamburg for a romantic weekend, so I thought I would dress the part with all the proper underwear, etc.
We were talking the gear, like the gear.
The gear,
all of it.
yes.
Okay.
Well, underneath, you understand.
Yeah.
So went through security, and the bleeper went off. What's this? I went through again, the bleeper went off, and I realised what it was, and so I was ushered into a side room and had to show my sexy underwear to two very embarrassed, if not amused, security guards, because the suspenders were made of metal.
You say they were embarrassed. How did you feel?
Embarrassed at the time, but I have had several laughs about it since.
I love it. Thank you. You had a good weekend at the end of that, though.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
in the end, it was absolutely brilliant. Very nice.
Thank you, Louise. Au revoir, you little minx.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm dying for her.
There, don't wear your
Apparently,
suspenders.
That's why I don't wear them.
That's why you don't wear them. Love balls apparently set them off.
I have
a lot.
no idea what that is. I'm going to find out. But before that, here's a competition. What? £30,000. Come on down.
Here at Loose Women, we love to give away some top treats. Yes, this series alone, we've given away 5 cars, 4 holidays, and over £480,000 in cash. This week is no exception. You could get your hands on £30,000 in tax-free cash, so you can shop until you drop or save for a rainy day. For your chance to win the lot, then all you have to do is text WIN to 80135. Text costs £1.50 plus 1 standard network rate message. Call 09041 619 009. Calls cost no more than £1.54 from BT Landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher and from mobiles will be considerably more. Or you can enter by post. Just send your name and telephone number to Loose Women 25, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Entries made after lines close at 5 p.m. on Sunday the 6th of July will not be counted, but may still be charged. Good luck.
Now, what a load of old rubbish. Households are facing fines if they put rubbish in the wrong bin and may be subjected to pay-as-you-throw charges. This is under plans to toughen up on recycling rules, and it says councils would be forced to recycle 70% of household waste by 2030. So they're saying if you don't do it properly, you know, we give you all the bins, or we ask you to put that in there and that in there. If you don't, they're going to fine you. What do you reckon? Would you be happy with that?
I'm massively into recycling, and we do it, you know, we're quite vigilant about that, and we always make sure we recycle. As far as finding people, I think it's very important for people to do it, but actually charging them money not to, I think that worries me slightly. And
but
also,
don't you get cross when you do it?
Well, no, I tell you what I get cross about is that if I ask for another bin, we've got 2 bins. We've got a black bin and a grey bin and a green bin.
You have to pay if you want an extra one.
You have to pay. And then you want to go, well, I won't do that.
And if you want, especially if you're asking for a second recycling bin, I go, that
family of 5, that's not enough binnage.
That should be incentive.
With my bins, I've got a lot of bins, I've got a lot of binnage. I think, you know, I'm militant when it comes to my recycling, but the idea of a penalty instead of incentivising people, which I know they do in other countries, if you recycle, if you bring a set amount of bottles, they'll give you money off your shopping. I think that's the way around it, because, you know, well, everyone loves an incentive. At the same time, there's me with my bins, making sure that I am being militant, putting everything where it should go, and then you hear about people who just throw it all in one big bin anyway.
We hear about people like that, Jane, don't we, Jane?
I recycle my newspapers.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, thank you. I put my newspapers in a separate bag, but we only have 2. We have a recycling collection where I am. We don't have lots of different coloured bins or anything, and then everything else just gets taken away in a black bin liner. So I just shove everything in a.
So where do you put your plastic bottles?
In the black bin liner.
With everything else.
I would fine you.
Yeah, but actually, the fining, I think, you know, goodness me, but we pay massive amount of council tax as it is. But I think as an incentive, maybe you could sort of, somebody suggested it earlier, I think, when we were talking about taking a bit of money off the council tax for doing it. But I think if you fine people, if I put my bins out or whatever, and my neighbour didn't like me. I get on very well with my neighbour. Hello, Deborah. But if my neighbour didn't like me and then they just shoved something in my bin liner, I could get fined for that.
That's just an excuse, Jane.
How do you implement?
That's just an excuse that you're not doing your recycling.
Yeah. How do you implement something like that? Could completely be.
Or sabotage. People abusing it. Do you know, I've just come back from Scandinavia and I was drinking a drink, a bottle, and this guy kept walking past. Have you finished with it yet? Have you finished with it yet? And it turns out that, you know, they go around, they collect up all the bottles, the streets are impeccably clean. They get like 25 quid off the next shop. That's the way around it. Would you do it then?
You're too young, but as kids, we used to get the pop bottle and you take it back and get money off the next.
There you go. Sorry to hear it.
Pop bottle.
Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, I am a manic recycler. Eamon calls me the bin police. I go in the bin, I go, who's put this tin in here? It should be in the recycling bin. And I rinse them, I do everything. However, I then hear these stories, particularly from people who don't recycle, who go, what a load of nonsense, it all ends up in a landfill in China anyway. And I actually don't know if that's true. I need to do more
I've got a story. When I was in India, I saw, you know, these huge barges going past with loads of recycling and loads of rubbish. So it does go to places and it is designated. And sometimes, there is an abuse of the system and it does go.
I'm going to try harder.
But please
declaration.
Wash your bins out. Come on, Jane.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, well, we've got Natalie on Facebook. Hello, Natalie. She says, we recycle all the time, but it would be nice for us to get paid for recycling, and the people that don't should get fined. So she said, do both.
Oh, fine, like that.
Fine the ones like Jane and give us incentive. We'll get vouchers and things.
Yeah.
Olivia on Facebook, she said, I recycle all my waste, but I don't see the point sometimes, as it's not all recycled once it goes to the council. I don't know if that's right. I have to say, I need to know a bit more about that. It can end up in landfill. So, you know, I worry about that as well, that I'm doing all my bit.
Our council's brilliant. I've been down to see it. It's brilliant what they do, yeah.
Have you? What a day out that was, I bet.
Can I just explain why? Because I haven't got enough bins, so I have to bring it down there, don't I?
Talking about phone paths, you know, all those things, sending people the wrong texts, etc. So Jackie on Facebook, I told my hairdresser about a surprise trip I'd booked for my husband's 40th to Amsterdam. All along, my keypad wasn't locked to my phone, and I'd actually dialed his number by accident, so he heard the whole thing, so no surprise there. Lisa Marie on Facebook, a dumping story. I finished with a boyfriend, and then I text who I thought was my friend and said, Hurrah! Finally got rid of him. But guess what she did? Yeah, you know it, don't you? She sent it to him instead. Oh, faux pas. Yeah, stick with your landline, I say. Thank you very much. Thank you for all of those comments. Keep those coming. And that is it for today, I'm afraid. But don't miss tomorrow's show. Have a look.
I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away.
There were lots of oohs and ahs and gasps in here.
That was just me?
Yeah, that was just Colin. Anyway, poor man, he won't be safe. He's here tomorrow with Andrea, Mylene and Janet. Yes. And also making her debut as a loose woman, playing Pat Butcher. She used to. It's Pam St Clement. She'll be here. Lunchtime News is next. See you.
Now, it's the start of the Tour de France, and guess where it is? Yorkshire, of course. We're there live at 10:30 Saturday morning on ITV. Today at 2, Peter Andre's back for another 60-minute makeover. Then at 3, what's the dealio, Dickinson? We go to auction with David.
Loose Women, sponsored by Schwarzkopf Colour Mask.
Coming up, tightened security at our airports as the US warns of a terror threat to its shores. Babies in bed and why having them sleep next to you could pose a danger. And what really happened to Murray moments before he went on court yesterday? The speculation mounts. Those stories and more after the...
Spot the difference. Persil Non-Bio 35-pack. Morrison's £10, Asda £6. Loads less. You're better off at Asda.
For 25 years, people have been coming back to Furniture Village to recline, to dine, to shake hands and check out the brands. For great advice, to smile at the price, to sit and see if it fits.
Good job, Furniture Village.
So to celebrate 25 years, there's at least 25% off everything in the Furniture Village sale.
Don't you know you may be due PPI compensation? Not interested? Banks have set aside billions in PPI compensation, yet you've still done nothing about it. Can you really afford not to find out if you're owed up to £7,000? If you're nervous, unsure, or simply don't know, call Gladstone Brooks on 08000 46 90 90 or go online and we'll guide you through the process. After all, it's what we do.
Gladstone Brooks.
Oh dear, Cracker, what have you been up to?
Oh, I fell off the treadmill again.
It's a good job we're looked after by Animal Friends Pet Insurance.
They have a wide range of policies for dogs and cats.
With policies from as little as 10 pence a day. And they won Pet Insurance Provider of the Year 2014.
And they're still donating money to animal charity.
For an instant quote, call us now or visit animalfriends.co.uk. Animal Friends.
The feel-good insurer. Oh, I don't feel so good.
The new Q from Weber, ready to go.
Love 50 Plus summer sale with up to 60% off selected lines. Fashion in sizes 12 to 32. Effortless style for every occasion. 50plus.co.uk.
Presenting the JML Pedi Spin, the electronic foot groomer from the creators of the amazing Pedeg. Pedi Spin's rotating head has 2-speed settings, low for rough, dry skin and high for those tough calluses. And look, the shavings are collected inside the head for easy removal. Use the finishing pad to polish for a smooth satin finish. And now available in pink. Love your feet this summer with Pedi Spin from JML. Only $14.99 at Asda, Boots, Homebase and Wilko's.
John and James have stressful jobs, causing John indigestion and James heartburn.
Sometimes it's the other way round, or both, so they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes in 3 minutes and lasts up to 2 times longer than antacids. Get dual relief from heartburn and indigestion. Use Gaviscon Double Action.
Time is running out to renew your tax credits.